Campbell. This sunroof back. Actually got all my ducks in a row before I started this video. Oh man, got a lot to say. Campbell to the Most High, Tatanzambi Mvwele Nanki, the one who first appeared to us, Bantu Muntu, Mana Muntu, Abantu Abangoni, and who stays appearing to us in diaspora and on the land. I want to talk about division and how we need to divide and how that is the plan of the Most High. How we need to separate. We need to separate on a lot of levels in order for us to get back together or to get together. Talk about Africa and my Africans. I'm going to talk about America and my Black Americans and the rest of diaspora. Secondly, I want to give a shout out to my brothers in arms, Masia, my brother Dawidi, Benakongo, my young warrior, Temba, and my sisters, my Bantu sisters that I talk to on other platforms, you know, Rachel Diaz, holla at you, Alana, my sister Anterica, my sister's sister, and if I'm forgetting a shout out, don't take it personal. I got a lot on my mind. Anyway, let's get to it. So I was talking to my young rider, Temba, a couple days ago. He was asking me some advice or questions people were asking of him. He lives in South Africa, and it was a very good question, and it's something that's actually been on my spirit, on my moyo, on my soul, my heart for a good chunk of time. So I'll start by this. You know, us in diaspora started waking up to the truths, a lot of truths. Forget my ruggedness, I just got off work. We started waking up to a lot of truths of who we are. It started with, you know, us being Hebrew, what that actually means. We started diving into that as a people, as a society. Then we started discovering like who we are, you know, as what Hebrew even means. And Hebrew actually means black people. It's Kabiru, which is a Bantu derivative of a name, is where they actually got the word Hebrew. So anytime you see the word Hebrew in scriptures or in the Bibles or in old ancient texts, it's talking about us, Habiru. So we started waking up to these things. We started researching. The gods were leading us. By gods, I mean Malekis and our ancestors, with the authority and the okay of the Most High. And so, you know, the Great Awakening began. Some woke up before the Great Awakening, and many, many, many others are part of this Great Awakening. And so with that, it was like, okay, we need to get back. We need to unify. We need to get back to the land. We need to go back to Angola. I've had dreams. Many of you guys have had dreams. Messages from Malekis and ancestors and the Most High and the Mwanda Nsemi about going back to the land and unifying and you know, setting all that up, especially when Trump was president and, you know, literally civil war was about to break out here in America. And white people were feeling it. We were definitely feeling it. And then there was a shift. There's a change. That shift and change was not just, it was very carnal. Like, what I mean by that, it was very an earthly shift and change. It's almost like a council went on in the heavenlies. It was like, we have to shift this. The reason why I say that, and the shift is and was, so like when we were waking up, there were some people that were helping us wake up. Brother Masia, big role. He plays a big role in my life personally, and also just in the general awakening of the Bantu. You know, as far as us realizing our Bantu blood in diaspora. A dude named Jonathan and Mikal Massa, who I do not co-sign with whatsoever. I do not co-sign with those dudes at all. But they had knowledge that helped us wake up. Knowledge to me doesn't mean shit if you don't have the spirit in you. If you don't have Mwanda Nsemi working in you at all times. You know? So, knowledge is fleeting. It could come, it could go. But if you have the spirit, if you have the Mwanda Nsemi, you don't need somebody else's knowledge. You don't need that. Because he guides you into all truth. So, he'll use people for a season. And then those people will fade away, you know, by their own doing. So that's just a little short thing on that. I ain't gonna say too much on those dudes. But they also helped in snapping people out of it. So they helped in two ways. Waking us up, and also understanding that we were moving a little too fast, too soon, and with too much hope in ourselves, and not enough in the plans of the Most High. So back on the division part, we have to, in diaspora, take care of ourselves and unifying diaspora before we think about unifying and co-signing with anything else. And I say this with all the love and respect in my heart to my brothers, you know, getting us places as far as like an awakening and with ideas and things to make Africa great again. But going back on the conversation that I had with Timba, I was telling him how we're all a hand, you know? We're all a part of a hand. And so we try to ball a fist with broken fingers. And so, which is not good, obviously, if you're in a fight, which we're in a war with white supremacy, We're in a war with white supremacy and the white supremacists. And a lot of us don't even know we're in a war with them. And so we're over here in diaspora, broken, beaten, and, you know, we're not even licking our wounds yet. We don't even understand that we keep getting slapped in the face politically. We keep getting slapped in the face. The system keeps slapping us in the face, and we just keep taking it. We're still kind of like on that turn the other cheek stuff, and we've had our warrior mentality suppressed so much that we don't even understand that we're in a war. And so when we have, you know, Africa calling us, and what I mean by that is my brothers and sisters out on the continent saying, hey, come back home. You know, you have a home here, come back home, come back home. It's like, we're not ready for that. We're not ready. A lot of this fire is coming from me seeing the leaders of Africa and how the leaders of Africa aren't even unified, and how Africans aren't even unified in their homeland. You know, everybody's so divided with ideas and ideologies, and a lot of Africans don't even like, you know, quote unquote African Americans. So what would it actually look like if we packed our bags and left America and went to Africa? Us out here, us Bantus that were separated from the land hundreds and hundreds of years ago, some even thousands of years ago. We have developed a different kind of spirit out here. We have a spirit that, you know, I'll say it like this, on a spiritual side. My personal totems, you know, I have, you know, and I mean the native, you know, you think of Native Americans and how they made totem poles and all that, spirit animals. My totems, a lot of our totems out here, we identify with the lion and especially the jaguar, the panther. So we have this spirit about us because we've been oppressed out here, that we don't really take from nobody. And it's a good thing. But at the same time, we're learning how to develop that thing against white supremacy and against these racist ass people out here. And you're seeing videos on YouTube, you're seeing videos on Facebook to where we're not allowing ourselves to get treated. We're not scared anymore, basically. But after the fear goes away, what we need to do out here is organize and understand and learn how to fight back. First, we need to learn our enemy and learn our enemies. So we're just starting to learn that our enemy, and we're just starting to unify and get on code about our enemy is white supremacy. So what does that look like on a personal level? What does that look like on a level that on a systematic level? And then how do we all come in agreement to where we could come to a conscious agreement first and foremost, and then organize on a physical level? What does that actually look like? No one person has the answer for that. So how can we, you know, not even have the answers for ourselves out here, but then think that we can go to Africa and everything's just gonna be hunky-dory and go back into place? When you have the leader of Tanzania, who I heard was a great president, great leader, was doing great things for our country, Tanzania out there, just got killed by the Illuminati, by the cabal. I don't see white people in America, I don't see Asian people in America, I don't see Mexican people in America talking about this stuff. I don't even see black Americans talking about this stuff. Literally, he just got killed. He just did a speech going against, Tanzanians are not going to take the vaccines. Tanzanians, nah, that COVID stuff is fake. I'm not killing my people. I'm all about my people. I'm sacrificing my life for my people. Like, I just listened to him. I'm like, whoa, like, This dude was a real dude, a real leader. And they just took him out. Like that. Took him out. So now what's going to happen to Tanzania? That was another country that was, you know, a target for us black Americans to basically flee white supremacy to. You know, for all the black Americans who just wanted to go to Africa and escape all this, you know, that was one of the countries. What if they take out the leader and president of Ghana? Or what if he just folds? You know? Then what? Now we're in Africa with these sellout leaders, and the ones who don't sell out get killed. And they don't have enough protection over there from their own people over there to fight back. Like, I don't see any Tanzanians fighting back. I don't see a war about to break out against the British or against the French when they know damn well that he was taken out by them. So we go over into a situation with our fighter's mentality and our warlike mentality as far as us black Americans out here with no weapons, no understanding of the economics out there, no understanding of the politics out there, barely any understanding of the spirituality out there, so we can't even call on ancestors to help us fight. But we have all this here that we have to take care of first. We have to develop ourselves out here first. Economically, spiritually, politically, independently. Before we talk any more about packing our bags and going to Congo. Like, he's feeling it. He's feeling me. Before we talk about packing our bags and going to Congo, before we talk about packing our bags and going anywhere on that great land which we call Embo, Alkebulan, Africa. Africa's over. It's over. It's a fantasy. We can't unite. And it took me a long time to actually say it on video, to say it on wax. But we can't unite. We can unite as individuals, like the people I shouted out earlier in this video, but we can't unite as a people yet. It's not time. It's not time. It's not time. This is why you see Hebrew Israelites regurgitating the same old stuff. You know, you see these Hebrew Israelite brothers talking mess about sisters. Talking about, you know, oh, they got all these baby daddies and all this stuff, man. We can't even unite over here. It hurts. I had a dream that I went to Angola. This dream I had a couple years ago, before I even knew the things I know. And I didn't understand it for years, until this awakening. But I had a dream, and my brother Dawidi helped me recently interpret it. And in the dream, I went to Angola, and when I went there, I wasn't welcomed by the elder. Like, he was an elder, but the young generation welcomed me with open arms, and they sent me to an elder, and he didn't welcome me. And what I got, the feeling that I got was, it wasn't time for me to go there yet. Me and my wife talked about moving there, moving the kids there, and everything. Scoping out spots, you know. The fantasy of having land and having our own. But that dream was about us here in diaspora. Not just me. It was about us and how it's not time to go yet. This is gonna sound harsh, but I remember in the first Exodus, the old had to die off first. The old generation had to die off first. And then the young generation came and established a new community, a new home. There's some mindsets that need to go in Africa. There's some fears that need to go. At least before I get out there. What's up, baby? What's up, boy? No thanks, baby. Thank you. I'm cheering. But there's some mindsets that need to go in Africa. There's things about Africans that I don't like. I don't like the not fight. I don't like that Africans outnumber, you know, those white supremacist countries. Asia, Britain, France, Belgium. We outnumber them in Africa, on the land, substantially. But I don't see anybody fighting. I see fighting, I see tribalism, I see hatred for Black Americans, I see fighting against each other because times are hard, it's rough out there, and like the people who are in the military or police, they get this little bit of money and they'll protect whatever they're told to protect for that little bit of pocket change they get. So they'll turn on their people. I've been out there. I've seen it. There's good things, but I'm not talking about the good things right now. Because right now the bad outweighs the good. Unless there's more leaders like the one who just got killed, the Tanzanian president. Unless his vice president is protected and has the spirit that he did, and that spirit is able to transfer to young leaders, to not be scared and use the power, the spiritual power you have to overthrow and overtake those white supremacists. It's not time. It's not time. The Most High is wanting us to step up. It's not time to pray for protection. We already have that. It's not time to wait for the green light. We're going to keep continuing in a cycle of regenerating if we don't get it right this time. How many revolutionaries need to die before we step up as a people? So if Africa wants diaspora, set it up for us. Set it up. I don't believe in bringing all of our resources, all of our wits, all of our smarts, our tenacity over there. Not yet. I'm sorry. I don't believe in that anymore. What I believe in right now is taking care of home here. Taking care of ourselves here. Fighting for ourselves here. Everybody looks at us, Black Americans. I don't care that you don't like that word. Mutus in diaspora. Take care of your home. This is your home right now, whether you like it or not. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna keep crying to Yah? He already heard our cries. That's why he woke us up. It's not time for crying anymore. It's time for fighting. So I believe in unity. Everyone in diaspora needs to unify. In your country. The Caribbeans. The islands. Jamaica. England. Ireland. Europe. America. Africa. We all need to unify in our places first. 5 fingers. 1 fist. It ain't this until these fingers get healed individually and learn how to function. What good is a broken finger and a fist? That's a broken fist. It's a broken hand. We're warriors. What the hell are we doing? Crying to white people to help us. If we are gods, we need to start acting like gods. I'm not waiting on reparations, though I know it's been way overdue. I'll post about it until we get it. I'm not waiting for white people to apologize. I'm not waiting for white supremacists to confess. I'm not going out trying to teach all the white folks about racism. I don't care. I don't care. If you don't know what's going on by now, you're choosing to be blind. You're choosing to prioritize other things other than us. And I don't care anymore. I don't care. I literally don't care anymore. That season is over. You know, I'll go back to a prophecy that the Most High gave me. He said 5 years. 5 years for white people and anybody other than us to wake up. To us. Not to anything else. Not COVID. Not this, not that. See, you guys have a sense of justice. I'm talking to you white people. You guys have a sense of justice that you misplace. That's why you guys hop on every other thing except us. You hop on every other subject except us. The Rona, the this, the that, the this. Oh, we need to fight for this. Education, we need to fight. You guys have that sense of justice. That sense of justice is a grace from the Most High. I'm telling you now. And when you're not going to use that justice, that's going to be judged back on you. You're going to be judged. Because your black brothers and sisters have been struggling, have been dying in your face. That's why we need to separate. We need to separate. I got white friends and family. You're friends and family if you're friends and family. But you're not if you're not. That goes to everybody. And this is what I think people that look like me need to be like. So I'm not going to go on a history lesson on segregation and all that. But it messed us up real bad. Not segregation. Integration. We lost our fight. We lost our creativity, our intuitiveness, our inventive mindset because we wanted to be accepted so much and so bad in the dominant society and what they told us acceptance was and what it looked like, that it messed us up. It made us weak. They saw our strength and they strategized to make us weaker. So we got to get our power back. Otherwise, there's no unification. It won't happen. Mark my words, it will not happen. And it shouldn't happen. We have a strong history and a culture here. Start looking into our history and our culture here. Not just from slavery and back in Africa. Keep researching. Keep digging. But we have ancestors here that fought and died that are crying out to us. So we need to honor them. We need to honor our ancestors that died on this land. And we're not going to honor them by dreaming of going somewhere else. By running. They didn't run. They fought. Look at all the riots we had. All the riots that the white media told you was bad and all this stuff. No, that was us fighting. And then they pacified us. Look at the Maroons who conquered the white supremacists. Built civilizations in Florida, Oklahoma, Carolina, Mexico. Wherever we go and went, we thrived. It's time to get back. Let's support each other here first. Let's take care of home base first before we talk about going somewhere else, dreaming about the grass being greener on the other side. Kill it. Because if you don't kill it, you're not going to be 100% who you're supposed to be right now. Truth hurts. It hurt me. It's taken me months to actually say this on video. But I'm seeing it. That leader dying showed me a lot. It's like, man, okay, it's real. We're at war, believe it or not. So, Matondo Masaka, thank you very much for giving me your time. It's not peacetime right now. It's time to sharpen your weapons on every level for the purpose. Salama and Sawubona. Sawubona.